we've shared a bunch of our building blocks. I think what I would say in closing is that we feel like we have a great marriage, and not because we're awesome people. We've worked really hard.
Yeah.
And we say to couples all the time, marriage is I think a lot of couples get married, and then when it's hard, they're really surprised. And it really throws them. And we try to help couples say marriage is great, and it's the most fulfilling relationship you can have, but you have to be willing to work at it and to be willing to look at the things that you don't do well and be teachable. So we love helping couples. It's been so fulfilling to see God turn around some people's marriages. I mean, we've seen people who literally were on the brink of divorce and decided not to give up, and today they're having a thriving, growing marriage. Nobody has a perfect marriage, including us, but we just want to see people have better marriages.
Well, and then you think about not just marriages being healthy and thriving, but you think about the impact on the family.
Oh, yes,
like
absolutely.
When a marriage wins, the children win. Mm-hmm. And one of the cool things that we saw, we're now empty nesters, and but one of the thrills of when our kids were growing up, especially when they got into middle school and high school, was how many of our kids' friends would come over to our house. Mm-hmm. And
I'm sorry.
And if you can see behind us, we have a pantry that got emptied multiple times by one of Turner's friends, Evan. But the thing that we loved was we just feel like our marriage and our family was a testimony to having a healthy marriage and having a healthy family. And so if a husband and wife will work really hard on their marriage, their children will win. And their children will probably have a better chance, a bigger chance to have their own healthy marriage. And then you just think of the rings beyond that, how there's just so few fulfilling marriages, it would seem, how that's just a magnet for people to really want to have that as well.
Do you remember years ago when we would teach at the high school and we would ask the students, how many of you know a marriage that you would want that kind of a marriage? And like the number of kids that raised their hand was very few.
It's like either, if say there's 25
less
kids
than
in the room.
5 kids every time.
Oh, never 5.
Yeah.
I mean 3 and below, 3 on a good day.
And it was really sad to us that, and so all the more reason, it's like, you know, I feel like God uses our marriage to give a lot of couples hope. And we say, you know, we do have a great marriage, but it's because we work really hard at it. And you can too. So it's been thrilling for us. And we are just on a mission to see people have great marriages. And you know what? It creates security in your kids when you know you have a strong marriage.